Technique number 5 in the first round Kenpo Karate for Christ curriculum is thrusting lance. So here is, in this level, the first of our knife attacks. The knife attacks that we introduced at the very end of last level. So you're going to see thematically that we're going to have a few knife attacks in this level. That's going to be the new danger that we've got, right? The brown belts kind of build with first your combination attacks, more than one attack. Then we've got more than one attacker, and by first brown we're adding the knife, and as we finish this level we introduce our first gun, our first pistol attack, and that's going to be kind of a theme that you'll see new for first black, is the addition of gun defenses. So for the knife attack here, and this first one and the next one you're going to see the next knife technique that you'll see in this level. This is thrusting lance, and it's sister technique piercing lance. And in this case, both of these are going to be for a low thrust here to the center. For thrusting lance, we're going to be on the inside of that thrust, right? So as they step forward with their right hand and they thrust forward, we're going to use a left hand and we're going to inward, downward sweep, right? This idea that we saw a whole lot of in our gungi form and some in the tiger and crane too. This is we're going to sweep that knife past. So if you do catch a cut, you catch it on the back of the wrist here as opposed to the front. We don't want that. We want this to face the knife. A little cut here, that's no big deal. This is a big deal. So my palm here is set in such a way that I'm hooking where that knife arm goes, but you want to hook to the inside of their arm. So I'm standing between their arms in this case. You're on the inside of their right arm, and left arm here, you're exposed to where they could punch you, so they're not going to stay there long. So that's the first step to this. Piercing lance, of course, will be on the outside. We'll use the other hand and sweep it the same way. So for thrusting lance, left hand. Left hand hooks down, and we're stepping forward. And as we step forward here, we're going to hand sword with the right. Boom! Right on top of the wrist and grab. And ideally, that hand sword comes down hard enough that it causes their hand to jerk open and then drop the knife. That's great if that happens. The rest of the technique is a lot easier if you don't have to worry about controlling somebody who's still holding an active knife. But if we hook here, boom, we're not going to assume that happens. We're going to hope that happens. So I'm sweeping, I'm going to hand sword here at the wrist, hoping that it opens, and we're going to use the back of the head and kind of headbutt, because you're moving in on them, you'll be close. So we move in, boom, hit the hand, and headbutt. All of that is step 1, right? Left hook, right hand sword, and with the head, hit the back into the face. Here, back of your head into their nose, if you can. Boom, right? Now from here, immediately we're going to grab the back of the hand. So as I step back, we're going to turn them with an inward wrist lock. All right, we saw that all the way back in Gift of Destiny. Set that hold, step back, set that inward wrist lock. And without giving them a chance to respond to it, we're going to come back to a cat stance, and first with the left front kick, then with the right here. Targets can be the same, because you're catching their arm, their ribs should be exposed, so you can kick into the ribs with both here, or one can be to the ribs, one can be to the face. That's an option too, right? Whichever one you need. But you're going to double kick. It's going to go left, then right, quickly. Now as you put your right down, that's when we're going to drop the hands. That's when we're going to bring them to the floor with that inward wrist lock, right? So you kick them twice, boom, and then as that right foot drops down, you bring that hand down. And we saw that in Spiraling Twig, that idea. Hand lifts up, kicks, boom, and we drop. So we're using that here. Again, they thrust with the knife, right hand, we hook, hand sword, we're hitting the back, hitting with the back of the head into the nose, grabbing the back of their hand, setting an inward wrist lock. They may very well still have the knife. We're going to front kick. As you plant down, we bring them down, boom, flat to the front. So now they're on their stomach, on the ground. We're going to step in with the left, turn the palm out so that the thumb is up high, and we're going to stretch their arm straight across your left knee. Pulling their arm back here as you face 6, you're pulling their arm to where it stretches across the right knee, and you're locking their elbow straight while they're face down. Now at this point, it's safe. You can do the disarm. If they still hold on to the knife and you've got their arm twisted in such a way that they're not going to be able to hold on to it tightly, You use the knife edge, come against the flat side of the blade. Don't go on the sharp edge, right? The flat side. And then you're going to pull one direction, push the other. And do a stripping disarm, dropping it down where you've got them nice and pinned. And then you can kick that thing away so they can't get to it. Right? That's the whole thing with thrusting lance. So again, knife attack to the center, kind of low to the center. We're hooking hand sword headbutt, step back, left kick, right kick, plant down with a downward with inward wrist lock. Step left and then turn around. You'll be facing 6 as you pull their arm across your knee here. From here you can do the strip disarm if they're still holding the knife and kick the thing away so they can't reach around with their other hand and grab it. And then you continue to hold them there. Don't let them back up. Right? You're pinning them to the ground. At that point you call the police, call for help, whatever you need to do. But somebody came at you with a knife, intent to kill, don't let them stand back up again. So, one more time, thrusting lance. We hook, hand sword, headbutt, step back to the wrist lock. Left kick, right kick, downward, take them down with the wrist lock. Step in with the left and turn. I'm stepping into almost his armpit, but stretching his elbow across the knee. Then disarm that knife, kick it away, boom, and hold them there as long as you need to. And that's thrusting lance.